The Garden of Glowing Seed. In the bustling city of Aethelgard, Rina spent her days chasing shadows of joy. Her pockets were often full of silver, but it vanished like mist on the wind. She bought sugary treats that melted in moments, and trinkets that gathered dust by nightfall. To Rina, money was a wild bird beautiful to hold, but impossible to keep. One evening, Rina sat in her room surrounded by things she no longer wanted. "The more I spend, the less I have," she whispered to herself. She felt like she was running on a treadmill, moving fast but staying in the exact same spot. She wanted a future that felt as big as the sky, but her jars were empty. The next morning, she wandered to the edge of the city where the pavement turned to soft moss. There, she met Yuki, a woman who moved with a quiet, steady confidence. Yuki didn't wear flashy jewels, yet she radiated a sense of peace that Rina envied. Yuki was tending to a fence made of shimmering light. "What are you growing?" Rina asked, peering over the gate. Yuki smiled and held out her palm. In the center sat a single, glowing, golden seed. It wasn't much to look at, just a tiny speck of light. "This is a seed of tomorrow," Yuki explained. "Most people eat their seeds today, but I prefer to let mine breathe." Rina looked at the seed, then at the small silver coin in her own hand. "If I plant this, I can't buy my favorite tea this afternoon," she realized. Yuki nodded. "That is the secret. Planting is an act of courage. It's a gift you give to a version of yourself you haven't even met yet." Rina decided to try. Together, she and Yuki knelt in the rich, dark soil. They dug a small hole and placed Rina's first seed inside. "Now," Yuki said, "you must be patient. A garden isn't built in a day, but it is built every day." Rina felt a strange spark of pride as she covered the coin with earth. Weeks passed. Every time Rina felt the urge to buy something she didn't need, she walked to the garden instead and planted another seed. Soon, a tiny green sprout broke through the surface. It didn't look like a normal plant. Its leaves were etched with silver veins that pulsed with a steady rhythm. The sapling grew into a sturdy bush, and small, crystalline fruits began to form. Rina was tempted to pluck them. "I could buy that new dress now," she thought, reaching out. The fruit felt warm and heavy, a symbol of all the small sacrifices she had made over the months. Yuki appeared beside her, placing a gentle hand on Rina's shoulder. "If you pick it now, the harvest ends today," Yuki said softly. "But if you let the seeds of the fruit fall back into the earth, the garden will grow without you even trying. That is the magic of the harvest of time." Years later, Rina no longer had to chase shadows. She sat in the shade of a massive, golden-leaved tree that rained down wealth and security. She was free to travel, to dream, and to help others plant their first seeds. She realized that her wealth wasn't just in the garden, but in the patience she had grown within herself.